Hi, toy fans and toy makers. My name is Scott ToyGuru Neitlich. I've been in the toy industry for over 20 years, and I want to talk today about what toys work at retail, what toys sell well when they're at retail, and what toys do not, what toys are kind of destined to hit that clearance bin before you even realize it. And this is both from a fan perspective and a entertainment industry perspective. How do you know what content to make into toys, what properties to make into toys, which ones are going to sell, and which ones are not going to sell? Well, it's not as much guesswork as one might think, and it's not about just avoiding this aisle. It's about creating better product, and there are ways to do this successfully. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video today. So take a seat, relax yourself, and let's take a trip back in time and talk about the history of toy merchandising, which you can't do without Star Wars, right? Star Wars was the big one. Star Wars was the one that changed how toys are merchandised for movies forever. But the big thing was nobody wanted to make Star Wars toys. Everyone passed on this property. In fact, when Kenner finally acquired it, they were so behind in the process that the only thing they could get out was the infamous early bird certificate with the promise of toys. Flash forward to today, and with the new Star Wars movies, people are signing up sight unseen to just make as much as they can. Whether or not those items are going to sell or not, still dependent on the success of the entertainment. So while a property itself and a name brand can often sell a license, it doesn't guarantee that the content is going to be a success, and therefore the toys are going to be a success. This Star Wars brand Moloch figure from the Han Solo film, Solo, is still sitting at Target 2 years after it shipped. It is now May 2020 when I'm recording this video. So why was this toy made? Because it was in a Star Wars movie? Were people asking for this toy? It's an interesting example. So let's take a deeper dive. It all starts with entertainment. But does all entertainment always translate to good toys? Well, no. There are certain things in entertainment that will make them better for toys. And you're often going to find that companies will jump on properties that feel like they translate to good toys without truly understanding what makes a good product line and what will help call it entertainment, actually translate into play product and collector product. Now, for the most part, most companies want to see 2 years of data. A large company like your Mattel or Hasbro is going to wait on an unknown property for 2 years before they make toys. But sometimes an unknown property is backed by a major Hollywood player, and companies will make toys of that product kind of sight unseen just based on who's attached to the property or the name of the property and how big it potentially could be. But again, that doesn't guarantee it's not going to wind up on the clearance aisle just because a big name or a big brand is attached to it. Another good example is Ryan's World, which is a huge selling toy right now. And people are going to say, well, wait a minute, that doesn't have entertainment. Those are just toys. There's no franchise. There's no content behind that. Yeah, have you seen this guy's YouTube channel? That's content. Content is not limited to movies anymore. So why is it a brand like this, for Masters of the Universe, could sell at retail, but that very same brand 10 years later can't sell at retail? Well, this is the difference right here. Content. Masters of the Universe Classics had no content. The 2000X line had a TV show, had an animated series. It was whether or not it was toyetic, we'll get into that, but the point is content existed. In fact, they even packed the content with the toys as a way of promoting them, right in pack. Content to toy drives sales. And people often ask, again, why couldn't you sell Masters of the Universe Classics at retail? Really, the only way it could be sold at retail was by pairing it with another property, like DC. And honestly, even those toys didn't sell to expectations. Nobody wanted Masters of the Universe Classics because it had no entertainment behind it. We couldn't sell it at retail. And yes, people are going to bring up, oh, wait a minute, I saw that end cap at Walmart. Those figures were at retail. And no, this is not a good example of that at all. This is just an example of a company with way, way too many tentacles and way too many arms, where the saying that the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing, or the right doesn't know what the left is doing, is completely true. Those toys were picked up by one division that didn't talk to another, and to say I was pissed off about that as the brand manager is an understatement, because I knew it was going to send the wrong message to fans. All right, I'm a little off track. Let's get back to the idea of what makes a toyetic toy. What makes a toy that's actually going to sell? And again, it starts with the entertainment. The entertainment is going to be the basis for toys, but not all entertainment can generate good toys. You need to have what are called toyetic properties. Lightsabers are an amazing example. They light up, they have instant transformation, and they're signature weapons. Elsa is another great example. She has a visual transformation from one dress to another. No, it was not Olaf, despite what Disney might say, that made Frozen toys sell. It was the dress. Batmobiles. Batman has a kick-ass vehicle, a signature vehicle that does cool things. That's toyetic. He doesn't just drive around in a car that does nothing. And studios will spend millions of dollars reviewing their scripts and making sure they're going to make money. Then they're going to hand them off to toy companies, usually with absolutely no input from the toy company. That's the problem right there. That's why you wind up with things like Solo, where toy companies are signing up left and right to make different form factors based on this movie because it's got the brand Star Wars on it. Yet the movie failed and the toys wound up on clearance. Just because something has a brand name does not ensure it's going to be toyetic. When studios are reviewing scripts, they're often doing it with the idea of how can we maximize box office. What they're often not thinking about is how can we merchandise them better? And that's where Spectra Creative comes in. What we do is we offer consultation at the script stage to ensure the scripts have merchandise potential. Because this is really where the money is. It's not in box office or even DVD sales. It's in toy sales. Toy sales can out-balloon all other categories. We can help save the day. No one else offers toyetic script consultation. And we can do this because we can infuse toyetic concepts into the script before it's handed over to the toy company. That way, you ensure a script has toyetic properties baked into it from day one, and you're not trying to do this on the back end after the script is developed. You can start with a really cool concept, and most scripts start this way. But unless that concept is infused with toyetic elements from day one, it's not going to move past the aisle and become a toy that's going to sell and make big bucks. So if you want a best-selling toy out there, look us up. We're at SpectraCreative.com. We love to help make scripts more toyetic, and it's what we do best. We'll read your script, and we'll help you develop it into a better toy-making property.